Good morning again, friends.
Good morning. We're back.
We're back. Yay. All right, we're going to start off with our morning song. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Good. We got to do our numbers though. You
Okay.
guys always get me on that one. We have to count first.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Yeah. Jazz hands. Okay, today we are going to talk about frogs. Yes, frogs, because it's springtime. And that's when they start, all their eggs are hatching. And if you go by little streams, which, you know, there's quite a few here in Petaluma.
There
And
are.
you look around, you might see these baby frogs growing.
A great place to go explore is at Wiseman Park. Even though we can't play on the play structure right now, you can walk along the paths, and near the airport there's that big pond area. And if you walk along the water's edge, that is an amazing place to go look for crawfish and frogs, and well, pollywogs right now, and then they'll be turning into frogs. Lizards, all kinds of Mother Nature and
so
God's
much
creatures
fun.
there.
If you continue down that path too, all the way to the very end and make a left, there's a bunch of trees and there's a little river back there too. You could maybe find some little crawdads, frogs, bugs, all kinds of fine stuff down there. Go explore! All right, so we're going to talk about frogs today, okay? So we have a little story. It's the life of a frog.
Yes, and I bet you guys will probably already know this little story about life of a frog because you guys are so smart and you know all about life cycles. We've been learning about that. We just did the life cycle of a butterfly.
Yes.
So frog eggs, what will you be? I don't know. I will be a tadpole. Soon you will see.
Does that look like a frog?
Tadpole, what will you be? No, right now I'm just like a long skinny thing and I don't have any legs. I will be a tadpole with back legs. Soon you will see. So first the tadpoles get their back legs. Tadpole with back legs, tadpole with back legs. What will you be? I will be a tadpole with back legs and front legs. Soon you will see. And he still has his tail. Tadpole with back legs and front legs. What will you be? I will be a frog. Soon you will see. Now he has his front legs and his back legs, and he lost his tail, and now he can hop around.
Yeah. That's amazing how much a frog changes from the beginning to the end of his process. From a little bitty baby all the way to a grown-up frog. That's a big transformation. Well, you know, we do too. If those of you have a little brother or sister at home, when the baby first came home, it's very different to what your mom and dad look like. That's a big growth change, right? Now, we don't lose tails. No, that's
Oh,
different.
thank goodness.
Not right.
I don't know if I'd want a tail.
We're not like frogs, but we do have a great and very growth spurt. So we do change a lot.
Yes.
But these
So like
guys,
Miss Jennifer brought up babies, they go from being helpless to rolling around to rocking back and forth and scooting and then standing up and crawling and walking and running and big like you guys.
riding bikes and then driving cars and oh my goodness, all kinds of things.
Yes.
So this is a little sample of an egg. A little egg for that frog's leg, right? And then when they're born, they have no legs. Nope, just a little tail. Kind of looks like a fish. Kind of looks like a fish.
Then they get their back legs first.
Aww.
He's
So
kinda
cute.
Silly looking.
And then after that, now it's starting to look like a frog. It's got 4 legs. There's the 2 in the front, 2 in the back, but he has a tail like a fish. It's like a frogfish, right?
And his body is changing too. So if you notice, look at these guys and how they're different but similar. He's getting more like a frog. And then after he loses his legs and his tail, he looks just like this.
There's a frog.
And he's got, this one's got a little nubby of a tail. He hasn't quite lost it all. And frogs come in all different colors.
All different colors. In sizes, there's some really big frogs out there.
Mm-hmm.
And little tiny ones too.
Yeah, those are the bullfrogs you probably hear at night when they make those really loud noises.
Mm-hmm. They come all different colors too. There are red frogs out there, and I've seen blue frogs too. Mm-hmm. And there's bumpy ones. When you feel them, they're kind of bumpy. Yeah, or they can be smooth. There's tree frogs that live near trees. Mm-hmm.
Those are really hard to see. I believe they're usually green.
Do you remember the one that we could see the insides? There's one that's like the x-ray fish, but it's a frog that has see-through skin that lives in South America. There's some wild frogs out there. Mm-hmm. Lots of fun though, really cute. You can have them as pets too. We used to have one as a pet.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
How many, Miss Jennifer?
We actually had 2. They're African dwarf frogs. So they were as itty bitty tiny as, I don't even have a sample. Super small. Really small.
A container of frogs.
Yep.
Like this small?
Exactly. Look at that. They were like this small in my hand. But you couldn't come out of the water. They could come out to breathe, but mostly they stayed in the water. And they lived about 5 years with us. It was wild.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is. It was. It was given as a gift. Such a nice gift. Yeah. So, yeah, the frogs you'll find oftentimes in the ponds. What are some other animals you could find near ponds and rivers that live with the frogs? You know?
River, I would say a river otter.
Ooh, river otters. Those
Definitely fish.
Fish for sure.
Mosquito eaters, or water skeeters, they like to float on the top of the water and skim by.
I see dragonflies.
Oh, yes.
We learned about dragonflies, how they're born under the water, and then they crawl out, spread their wings, and then never go back in the water again. But they always stay close. They like to eat those mosquitoes.
Good.
Yeah. And I see crickets. I see flies. That's what the frogs like to eat with their long tongues. Mm-hmm.
And bees like to come near the water because they like to drink the water.
There's lots of animals near the water. And of course, if it's near a forest, you get the deer, you get the bear, you get the raccoons. They all like to drink water too. And that's a great source to find water, is where the rivers or the ponds. They help give everybody in the forest, all the animals rather, something to drink. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we would love to hear about you guys going out and exploring and looking under rocks. But be sure when you look under a rock, you put it back where you found it, because that could be an insect's home.
That's
or
right.
a bug's home or an animal. We just don't know. So we would never want to take that rock away from them. It could be their protection too.
Mm-hmm. Take a picture. If you go to the river, take a picture and post it on Class Tag so we can see it. We would love to see you out at the river. I think I'm going to take pictures next time I go.
I will too.
Because I really love to walk down by Wiseman.
Yes.
All right, friends. Well, that's our story. And we hope you're having a fun day.
Yes,
We'll see you
make it a
later.
good one.
Hop like a frog today. Ah, super fun. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.